Do the intro.
And welcome to another episode of the Albino beer review. You have the Rhino, you have the booberry. We have this beer that was picked up today. By
Really?
the punter.
Nice.
This is Schnitzerbräu, a German Hirse premium. Yeah, this is a gluten-free beer.
Interesting.
Now, I only grabbed this because we had that earlier talk about your sister-in-law and gluten-free beers.
And my sister with the gluten-free beers.
Yeah. What is it? 5% alcohol by volume. Alcoholic beverage brewed with millet malt. This is actually an organic gluten-free beer to make it even better.
Very interesting.
So,
where do you get this from?
This was a beer store purchase.
Okay.
Brand new to the beer store recently in the last week or two.
Interesting.
Spring water, millet malt, pea protein, hops, yeast, ascorbic acid, and organically grown ingredients. Okay. Best before the 24th of September 2015.
So we're good on that.
Yeah, we're pretty good on that.
Looks like champagne. Fucking looks like champagne. Look at all those bubbles hanging off the side of the glass. Alright.
Okay. Clear, straw-colored.
Champagne-y straw.
Oh, that is a horrible smell.
Whoa! Hello, Pepe Le fucking Pew. That's what it smells like.
I don't even find it Pepe Le Pew. What I'm smelling when I smell this is asparagus pea.
That too. That kind of goes in the same family of shit.
Asparagus pea.
Ugh. Wow, it smells interesting so far.
This is an actual full-on German beer? It's 330, so it must be European. I know that doesn't sound like a real reason to say European, but usually only the European bottles are 330. Yeah, product of Germany. So this isn't a full-on German...
It's German.
What does it call itself? Beer.
Organic alcohol beverage.
Yeah, see, I was just trying to find that out because not following the Rhino, the fucking purity law. Hoskaba.
Sure.
Okay, let's try this. I don't want to, but let's try it.
Let's do it, man. Keep an open mind. Huh. It tastes very assy. Like organic. It tastes very organic. But you get... I don't know. The forefront tastes like ass. Like skunk ass. But the middle, you get a crispness in the middle. I don't know what that is. Maybe he could tell us. And the aftertaste, there's very little aftertaste. So that's what I get off of it.
Okay. First, if you have celiac disease, just don't drink beer. And then they don't have to make this stuff. Second, not the worst gluten-free beer out there. Third, the boo was right. Almost no aftertaste, which is the best part about this. Because this stuff tastes like sweet diabetic urine. I only know that because Ken has explained to me exactly what diabetic urine has tasted like. Because Ken has drank diabetic urine. Because the man-child is that kind of guy.
That's why we call him the man-child. Okay, so that crispness, though, that I'm talking about, do you get that too or no? Is it maybe just from the carbonation alone or from something? Like, you taste the ass, but it goes away and you taste the crisp and then it tastes like nothing.
Well, basically what you're looking at in here is millet, which is bird seed. Well, bird feed. Pea protein, so basically like a pea extract.
Maybe it's like fresh peas. I don't know.
It could be.
Thank God it has no aftertaste.
That's the only redeeming factor of this. Is a lot of gluten-free beers. A lot of gluten-free beers have a really disgusting aftertaste, and this one doesn't. I mean, I don't like that super sweet, weird taste that you get at the forefront, but it fades away to nothing quick enough that it isn't horrendous. I mean, it's not something I want to drink, let's be honest. It's not something I ever want to drink again. But for the gluten-free beers, it's not that bad. What have I had better? I've had the Niagara College gluten-free beer that I had was pretty good. The St. Peter's gluten-free was pretty good. It was actually better than the other St. Peter's products. The green gluten-free triple, I think it was. It tasted like red wine, so it wasn't bad. But
that's crazy.
This is better than any of the Le Messenger products.
Okay, see that pea protein? That's the assy quality, probably. Because peas, overcooked peas, come on. Like, it's got to be it. But what about the millet malt? Millet's malt. I don't know what that's about.
Millet's birdseed, basically.
Oh, yeah, like you said. Sorry, you said it before.
It's in a lot of bird feeds. It's millet. It's the best way to describe it. I mean, the only thing I could see to change this is maybe instead of millet, use buckwheat, but buckwheat would just make it heavier and probably give it a
shitty
aftertaste.
Fucking A. So maybe it's the acid that dissipates the assy taste. The acid dissipates the assy taste. I don't know, man. You don't need a chase. I'll tell you that much.
Super sweet on the forefront, almost like a cheap ice beer, almost like Keystone Ice or
just a little bit though.
I can't even think of any others right now off the top of my head because I just don't want to. But you get that cheap ice beer sweetness at the forefront, and then you get just an acceptable finish. I mean, it's fine. The finish is fine. Probably one of the better gluten-free beers I've had. I think we've done 15 now. I put this in the top 5 for sure.
That's not a bad stat. That is not a bad stat.
Oh, excuse me.
What's the burp like, Chad?
It's not actually bad. You see me rubbing my nose right now. It's not because I'm a cokehead. I actually trimmed my nose hairs a few days yesterday, and one of them is just still really long, and it keeps touching my outside nostril. Just because you wanted to hear that. Out of 10, probably a 5. I mean, it's acceptable. I could drink it.
I was gonna give it like a 6, considering it's a gluten-free. Considering it's a gluten-free, I'll give it a 6. Maybe even a 6.25 because of the aftertaste. That it's nothing. So thank you for giving us nothing towards the end, so that it's not
$16 a 6-pack.
That's not terrible, considering the niche market and considering how much people will pay to.
Well, I mean that's what it comes down to, right?
That is not bad.
What is the price per bottle for an actual gluten-free beer compared to a regular beer? And I'm not talking the price per bottle that we're paying at retail. What's the actual price per bottle? Because you can charge. For making it
at cost.
Yeah, they always tell you that gluten-free costs more, and I'm sure it does, but how much more does gluten-free cost? Especially when you're brewing beer. When you're actually extracting all the sugars from everything, from the millet or from the buckwheat or from the
whatever the ingredients call for.
Yeah, whatever you're using, the sorghum, whatever you're using, how much does it actually cost to brew this above brewing a regular beer? And I'm not talking Coors or anything like that. I'm talking a regular beer. I'm not talking corn syrup type of stuff or corn itself. I'm curious about that because I'm curious what the market really is, for the sole fact that celiacs and people that have gluten allergies, or people that are gluten intolerant, or people that just want to cut gluten out, will pay. Well, I should say the people that want to cut gluten out, or the people that can eat gluten but it makes them slightly bloated, will pay the premium for it. So is it actually a premium because of the stuff in it, in the batches they're making, or is it because they know the market will pay it?
See, perhaps, because you're looking at a premium 6-pack price is about, what, $3 to $4 more for a 6-pack than you would pay for a regular run-of-the-mill premium.
Basically,
That's not bad.
Basically,
Cutting
most
it down,
things,
not bad.
most 6-packs in Ontario are going to range between what, $10 and $14. So this one is $2 more than the most expensive you're going to buy, and that most expensive is going to be an import.
But then you're talking about the cost to make it
Well,
and
that's
that
what I'm
margin.
saying.
That's something to be discovered and to be reported on the review, I suppose. Now, so you guys could tell us, do the research, let us know. Perhaps.
You got to remember the size that they're buying too, right? Like they're buying hundreds upon hundreds of pounds of millet to do their. Well, I don't even know. I don't know how much sugar you can get out of millet. You might even have to buy less millet than malt. I don't know. I've never brewed with this stuff. I actually should actually try and make my own gluten-free beer one time, but I don't want to because I hate the whole concept of it. Anyway, thank you, YouTube. Bye-bye.